Humans naturally love beauty. The Messenger of Allah was the most beautiful of men, and also the most pious. Therefore, people loved him very much. Skin color and facial beauty. Anas ibn Malik narrates, "The Messenger of Allah was ruddy." Bukhari, Muslim. Anas meant that he had a healthy complexion, neither too pale nor too dark. Al-Bara said, "I have never seen a man who looked better in red clothes than the Messenger of Allah." And his hair reached his shoulders, and the Sa'i. The Messenger of Allah had a beautiful face, and those who looked at him thought it glowed, especially when he was happy. Ka'b ibn Malik, recounting his refusal to participate in the campaign at Tabuk, said, "I greeted the Messenger of Allah, whose face was shining with joy. Whenever the Messenger of Allah was pleased with something, his face would light up and become like a piece of the moon, as we all knew." Bukhari, Muslim. Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him and his father, said, "I have never seen a man as generous, courageous, and willing to help people, as handsome and with such a radiant face as the Messenger of Allah." Al-Darimi. Appearance. Al-Bara said, "The Messenger of Allah surpassed other people in the beauty of his face and character, and he was neither too tall nor too short." Bukhari, Muslim. Ali ibn Abu Talib reported, "The Messenger of Allah was neither too tall nor too short. He had large hands and feet, a large head, broad shoulders, and a long fringe of hair from his chest to his navel. When he walked, he placed his feet as if he were walking on a slope. Never before or since have I seen anyone like him." Al-Tirmidhi. The face of the Messenger of Allah was rounded and resembled the moon and the sun. Al-Bara was once asked, "Was the face of the Prophet like a sword?" He replied, "No, it resembled the full moon." Bukhari. Another version says, "It was like the sun and the moon, and it was round." Muslim. The Messenger of Allah had a thick beard. Jabir ibn Samura said, "His beard was thick." Muslim. He had large hands and beautiful hair. Anas recalled, "The Prophet had large hands. I have never seen anyone like him. And the Prophet had straight hair, and he did not grow it." Bukhari. Jabir ibn Samura reported, "The Messenger had a large mouth. The whites of his eyes were reddish, and his ankles were dry." Muslim. Between the shoulder blades of the Messenger of Allah was the Seal of Prophethood, similar to a birthmark. Jabir ibn Samura said, "I saw the Seal of Prophethood on his shoulder like a pigeon's egg, and the color of this seal was no different from the color of his skin." Muslim. The Messenger of Allah emitted a pleasant smell. When he passed along the road, people would recognize it by the fragrance that remained where he passed. Anas said, "When the Messenger of Allah, may peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, passed along one of the roads of Medina, he would leave behind the fragrance of musk, and people would say, 'The Messenger of Allah, may peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, passed here.'" Abu Juhayfa, may peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, narrated, "One day at midday, the Messenger of Allah, may peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, went out to Al-Batah. There he performed ablution and prayed the 2 rak'ah midday prayer and the 2 rak'ah evening prayer. At that time, a stick with an iron tip stood before him. Then people began to take his hands and rub them over their faces. So I took his hand and placed it on my face, and I found it cooler than snow and more fragrant than musk." Bukhari. The fragrance could be detected even when the Messenger of Allah, may peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, spat. Abd al-Jabbar ibn Wa'il narrated from his father, "One day a bucket of water was brought to the Prophet, Ra. He drank from it, then spat into it and poured it back into the well. Or he drank from the bucket and then spat into the well, after which the well began to emit a musky smell." Ahmad. Sweat. Allah Almighty wished to endow His messenger with an unusual quality. His sweat was fragrant. The Prophet often sweated. Anas relates, "One day the messenger of Allah, may peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, came to us and lay down to rest. He was sweating in his sleep. My mother brought a bottle and began to collect his sweat. The Prophet woke up and asked, 'What are you doing, Sulaim?' She replied, 'This is your sweat. We will add it to our perfume, for it is the best perfume.'" Bukhari, Muslim.